A tribunal has ruled that the controversial tolls across the new Mersey Gateway Bridge are illegal. A body called the Traffic Penalty Tribunal made the decision after an appeal by a motorist who faced a penalty charge for not paying in time.
Halton Council, which runs the bridge, says it will contest the ruling. But a leading traffic lawyer says it could mean the authority has to refund every single toll and fine paid since the bridge opened last year. Here's our Merseyside reporter, Andy Gill.
For some, a catalyst for economic growth. For others, an unnecessary drain on their pocket. But now charges on the Mersey Gateway have been declared illegal. Campaigners hope the ruling by the Traffic Penalty Tribunal could mean they're abolished.
It would be a big gain for the whole region, almost for the whole country, really, if these tolls are scrapped.
The tribunal decided that a driver fined for not settling the toll on time didn't have to pay because the wording of the legal order setting up the toll was too loose and because Halton Council hadn't given enough notice about the charges. The adjudicator said for the toll to be legal there should have been notice of it in 2 separate publications. The toll was advertised in the London Gazette, an official record of British government business. But it should also have been in a newspaper circulating in the Widnes and Runcorn area. And the adjudicator says Halton Council has provided no evidence that that happened. Up to February, Halton Council issued more than 240,000 penalties. At the standard £40 fine, that's worth nearly £10 million. Nearly 3,000 have been successfully appealed or not contested, leaving more than 400 appeals on hold.
Everything that they're collecting now seems to be, if this decision is confirmed, illegal, and all the money that they've taken from drivers as either tolls or penalties needs to be reimbursed. Goodness knows how they're going to manage to do that, though.
In a statement, Halton Council said it'll rigorously dispute the decision. It said it's advised that the current charging scheme order is legally sound. It's business as usual on the Mersey Gateway, and motorists should continue to pay tolls. Those who fail to do so will still face the risk of a penalty notice. Toll campaigners also advise drivers to continue paying the tolls. The council's appeal will be heard next month. Andy Gill, BBC North West Tonight, Widnes.
Well, earlier I spoke to the Cheshire lawyer Nick Freeman, who's an expert in traffic law, and he told me he agreed with the tribunal's decision that the toll was illegal and it could prove costly for Halton Borough Council.
The original order is flawed, and that means that any type of financial levy that's been raised as a consequence of that defective order should be returned to the people who have paid those monies. So whilst the toll has been in operation, all monies that have been raised have been unlawfully raised.
So what you're saying in effect then, if that is the case, is that millions of pounds in tolls, or certainly
Yes,
a
correct.
lot of money in tolls, is going to have to be...
Millions.
Is going to have to be paid back?
Well, what I'm saying is that millions of pounds have been unlawfully claimed. That isn't the same as saying they're going to be paid back. That the burden will fall, unfortunately, on everybody who has used the toll to write to the council and say, I used this toll on whatever day it was, or however many days, whatever dates, whatever times, can I please have a refund because you have charged me unlawfully? And the bill will run into millions and millions of pounds. So this is a serious financial burden to Halton Borough Council, and of course the people who are going to pay that money is ultimately the taxpayer. So it really is, it's a huge mess of breathtaking proportions that should never happen, because what the council need to do is, when they make these orders, is to follow due process, which is straightforward and simple.
Well, I was
when
going
you're
to
asking
ask
a
that.
council to advertise it,
I was going to ask that, sorry to interrupt.
Well, when you're asking
how did they not know
Sorry.
then that they had to do this, that they had to go through this due process?
The answer to your question is they do know, but they are guilty of breathtaking incompetence and breathtaking arrogance.
They have said that they went through all the correct legal processes and that their lawyers had done exactly the right thing. So they would argue that they've done nothing wrong.
Well, the issue is very simple. Have they included the price in the original order? No. Have they advertised in 2 papers or simply one? And the answer is they've advertised in one. So I don't understand how their lawyers can say they've followed due process, because they must understand the law differently from myself.
OK, Nick Freeman, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.